Hey everyone! So today we're jumping into something really cool from Google, a new AI called TranslateGemma. And it's making some serious waves, not because it's the biggest thing out there, but because it's proving something really interesting, that sometimes smaller is actually a lot smarter.
All right, so let's get right into it, because this first part tackles a really fascinating idea. It's a paradox that kind of flips the script on what we usually assume about AI power.
And here's the question at the heart of it all. Can an AI be more powerful while using less than half the brain power? I mean, think about it. For years, the story with AI has been bigger is better. More data, more parameters, more power. But what if that's not the whole picture? And boom, here's the answer. And it's a huge yes. This slide lays it all out. On the left, you've got the lean, mean TranslateGemma with just 12 billion parameters. On the right, its much bigger parent model, Gemma 3, with a whopping 27 billion. And the craziest part? The little guy with less than half the parameters actually beats the bigger one on a key translation quality test. That is a massive, massive win for efficiency.
Okay, so now that we've seen just how much punch this little model packs, let's properly introduce the star of the show. What exactly is TranslateGemma?
So at its core, TranslateGemma is a whole new family of open-source translation models. And those two words, open and efficiency, are absolutely key here. This isn't some powerful tool that's locked away in a Google lab. It's designed for developers and researchers to actually get their hands on and build with. Yeah, and it's not just one thing. It's a whole family, you know? It comes in 3 different sizes: a small 4 billion parameter model, that 12 billion one we just talked about, and a larger 27 billion version. And this isn't just for kicks. Each size is built for a specific job, all with the same mission: deliver top-quality translation without the crazy computational cost. Right, so this brings up the obvious question. If it's smaller, how the heck is it so good? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the secret sauce behind how this thing was trained. And this quote from Google, it nails it. They talk about distilling knowledge. Think about it like this. Instead of writing a brand new encyclopedia from scratch, you're taking all the wisdom from a massive, ancient library and concentrating it down into one perfect, pocket-sized guide. So here's how they do it, in 2 main stages. First up is what's called supervised fine-tuning. This is where the model just studies. It pores over tons and tons of high-quality translations from both humans and other AIs. That's step 1, the book smarts. Then comes part 2. Reinforcement learning. And this is like getting a personal coach. A whole team of expert AIs gives it feedback, rewarding it when it gets things right, helping it sound more natural and accurate. It's that refinement that makes all the difference. Okay, so that's the how, but what can it actually do? Because this thing is way more than just a simple text translator. It's got a whole range of capabilities.
Let's start with this number, 55. That's the number of core language pairs TranslateGemma has been seriously trained and tested on. And we're not just talking about the usual suspects like Spanish and French. This also includes a lot of low-resource languages, the ones that often get ignored by big tech.
But wait, it gets even better. Because on top of those 55, the model was also fed data from almost 500 other language pairs. What that means is it's an incredible launchpad, a super strong foundation for researchers to build on for languages that are really specific or don't have a lot of data out there. And this is where it gets just plain cool. Because it's built on that Gemma 3 architecture, TranslateGemma can see. No, really. It can look at a photo, spot text in it, like on a street sign or a restaurant menu, and translate it right there. And the wild part? It didn't even need special training for that. It's just that good. And this table just brings it all home, showing you how practical this whole thing is. Remember those 3 sizes we talked about? Well, here's what they're actually for. That little 4B model, it's made to run super fast right on your phone. The 12B, that's the powerhouse that can run locally on your laptop. And the big 27B model, that's for when you need the absolute best quality, running up in the cloud. It's built for literally everywhere. Okay, we've talked tech, we've talked training, but let's get down to it. What does this actually mean for you, for us? Why should we care about a smaller, faster translation AI? Well, there are 3 huge takeaways here. First, this is a massive win for efficiency. We're talking less power, less energy, but it also means high-quality translation can finally go offline, which is huge for areas with bad internet. Second, this is a game changer for developers. An open model that can run on a normal laptop, that opens the door for so many more people to create cool new things. And third, it's about making AI accessible to everyone. We're moving away from AI being this mysterious thing that only lives in the cloud to something that's right there on our devices.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about clever code. The real mission here is to break down those language barriers, to help us all understand each other a little better, no matter what language we speak or where we are in the world. And that's what I want to leave you with. We've been talking about translation today, but the real story is about making incredibly powerful AI incredibly small. So, when an AI this smart can fit in your pocket, where does it show up next? Think about that. The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing.